The City of Rochester is a vibrant and growing community. Over several decades, growth along 18th Avenue Northwest, also known as County Road 112, has included residential development, churches, and commercial properties. This roadway provides a critical connection to the growing northwest portion of Rochester. Today, the two-lane, formerly rural highway struggles to keep up with this increased mix of residential and commercial users and the stream of vehicles, bicyclists, and pedestrians. As traffic on 18th Avenue has increased, so have safety issues. There have been more crashes, and the crashes have been more severe at several intersections along the corridor. The roadway also lacks adequate pedestrian and bicycle facilities. The need to improve pedestrian and bicycle facilities along the corridor has been identified in multiple planning studies and policies, such as the Rochester Olmsted Bicycle Master Plan, the ROCOG 2040 Long Range Transportation Plan, and the City of Rochester's Complete Streets Policy. In addition to vehicle, pedestrian, and bicycle users, portions of the 18th Avenue Northwest corridor serve the city's transit network along routes 10 and 11. In addition, much of the aging infrastructure along and under 18th Avenue, such as pavement, curbs, sidewalks, signs, streetlights, traffic signals, and sanitary sewer, storm sewer, water main, as well as privately owned utilities, need replacement. The 18th Avenue Northwest Reconstruction Project will replace deteriorating infrastructure, improve road safety and efficiency, and enhance use for a variety of users, including vehicles, bikes, and pedestrians. What exactly will be done? The City of Rochester and Olmsted County have partnered and secured federal transportation funding to pay for a portion of the project. The proposed project will reconstruct 18th Avenue Northwest from 37th Street Northwest to 55th Street Northwest. The project is expected to begin with utility work in the spring of 2017, continue with major construction in August of 2017, and conclude late in the fall of 2018. Between 37th Street Northwest and 41st Street Northwest, the roadway will be reconstructed as a 3-lane roadway with a center left turn lane, on-road bike lanes, and a sidewalk on the east side, and a multi-use path on the west side. Between 37th Street Northwest and 38th Street Northwest, a center median will be added to help define the left turn lane, which will help address the current rear-end crash issue. Access to 38th Street Northwest will be limited to right-in, right-out access with no left turns allowed. The current 37th Street Northwest frontage road access to 18th Avenue Northwest will be replaced with a 3-point turnaround area. Future improvements may include the extension of the frontage road to connect with 38th Street Northwest and the elimination of the 38th Street Northwest intersection with 18th Avenue Northwest. In addition, pedestrian curb ramp and signal improvements will be made at the 37th Street Northwest intersection. Between 41st Street Northwest and 55th Street Northwest, ditches will be removed and the roadway will be reconstructed into a 2-lane urban roadway with curb and gutter, landscaped center medians, left turn lanes, on-road bike lanes, and multi-use paths on both sides of the roadway. At 41st Street Northwest, center medians will be added to better define the left turn lanes. Signal and pedestrian curb ramp improvements will also be added. Changes to 18th Avenue access will be made at the Cedarwood Mall and Pax Christi Church. The South 18th Avenue entrance to Pax Christi will be eliminated, and the South Cedarwood Mall entrance will be limited to right-in, right-out only by the center median. The north entrance to Pax Christi will be relocated to better align with the Cedarwood Mall access across the street. This north access will allow all turning movements with left turn lanes provided. The intersection at 43rd Street Northwest will be constructed as a full-access intersection with left turn lanes. At 45th Street Northwest, left turns will be allowed only for southbound traffic. In addition, an enhanced pedestrian crossing will be added, including a center median acting as a pedestrian refuge. The sidewalk in the center median includes a jog to allow pedestrians a better view of oncoming traffic prior to crossing. A future improvement to the 43rd and 45th Street Northwest intersections may include closure of the 45th Street Northwest intersection and extension of Service Drive to the south to connect with 43rd Street Northwest. At 48th Street Northwest, a mini roundabout will be added. Mini roundabouts allow full access to all turning movements while providing added safety benefits, including reduced speeds and shallow entry angles that reduce crash severity. These benefits result in reduced crash rates at mini roundabout intersections when compared to other intersection control types. Later in this video, we will learn how mini roundabouts function and how they are different than larger roundabouts that have been constructed elsewhere in Rochester. At 50th Street Northwest, left turns will be allowed only for northbound traffic. This intersection will also include an enhanced pedestrian crossing similar to the 45th Street Northwest intersection. With combined improvements of the 43rd, 45th, 48th, and 50th Street intersections, there will be full access to neighborhoods along 18th Avenue. The mini roundabout at 48th Street Northwest will serve as the primary crossing of 18th Avenue Northwest. Northbound travelers along 18th Avenue will be able to turn east at 45th, 48th, and 50th Street Northwest, and west at 43rd, 48th, and 50th Street Northwest. Southbound travelers will be able to turn east at 48th and at 45th Street Northwest, and west at 50th, 48th, and 43rd Street Northwest. The Kings Run Drive and Royal Place intersections will be constructed as a full-access intersections with left turn lanes and a right turn lane at Kings Run for future development. Pedestrian ramps and signal improvements will be made at 55th Street Northwest. Grass boulevards and multi-use trails will replace the drainage ditches along the roadway. Catch basins and storm sewers will catch runoff. Rain gardens at selected locations will provide stormwater treatment. Other landscaping, including median plantings and boulevard trees, will also be installed along the corridor. Along the entire corridor, selected replacement of sanitary sewer and water main utilities will be made. In addition, relocation replacement of other utilities will be completed both prior to and during the project. These relocations will include power poles, street lighting, natural gas, and communication lines. How will it affect me? Utility relocations for the project are expected to begin in the spring of 2017, with major construction of the project planned to begin in August of 2017. The project is expected to take place over 2 construction seasons, completed and open to traffic in late fall of 2018. The project will be constructed in 4 phases. Phase 1 includes 55th Street Northwest to the north side of 45th Street Northwest intersection. During Phase 1, through traffic along 18th Avenue Northwest will be detoured to the west along 55th Street Northwest and 41st Street Northwest to the Highway 52 East frontage road. 18th Avenue Northwest from 37th Street to 45th Street will remain open, and access to Royal Place will be maintained through temporary means. Access to Kings Run Drive will only be available from 55th Street Northwest. Neighborhoods and businesses on the east side of 18th Avenue Northwest will be accessible from 45th Street Northwest and Service Drive. Neighborhoods on the west side of 18th Avenue Northwest will continue to be accessible from 43rd Street Northwest and 22nd Avenue Northwest. Construction for phases 2 through 4 is planned to resume in spring 2018 and is expected to be completed in late fall of 2018. Phase 2 includes the north side of 45th Street Northwest to the north side of the South Assembly of God Church entrance. The newly constructed portion of 18th Avenue Northwest will be open during Phase 2 and will provide access to neighborhoods and businesses east and west of 18th Avenue Northwest at 48th, 50th, Kings Run Drive, and Royal Place. Traffic will continue to be detoured along the Highway 52 East frontage road. The portions of 18th Avenue Northwest from the church entrance to the south will remain open. Phase 3 includes the north side of the South Assembly of God Church entrance to 41st Street Northwest. During this time, traffic will continue to be detoured along the Highway 52 East frontage road. The north half of the 41st Street intersection will be constructed, and temporary access will be provided to the Cedarwood Mall area businesses. Phase 4 includes 37th Street Northwest to 41st Street Northwest. During this phase, traffic will be detoured to the east along 37th Street and 41st Street to West River Parkway Northwest. The south half of the intersection of 41st Street Northwest will be constructed, and access for local traffic will be provided from 38th Street Northwest and 40th Street Northwest, with temporary gravel roads provided for residents to access their homes. There will be short periods during this phase when residents will not be able to access their driveways and will need to park on side streets. During all phases of construction, directional signage to local businesses will be provided. By late fall 2018, construction is expected to be completed and the roadway completely open to traffic, including Rochester's first mini roundabout at 48th Street Northwest. A mini roundabout is a type of intersection that can be used in constrained locations in place of a stop sign or signalized intersections to help improve safety and reduce delays. Mini roundabouts generally have a footprint small enough to stay within the existing intersection. The primary difference between a regular roundabout and a mini roundabout is the lack of a raised landscape center island. The center of a mini roundabout will be painted or slightly raised and is meant to be driven over by large trucks, buses, and emergency vehicles. All other vehicles should follow the striping and arrows painted on the roadway and travel counterclockwise around the center island.
Many roundabouts follow many of the same rules as larger roundabouts. Stop for pedestrians, yield to traffic already in the roundabout, and drive in a counterclockwise direction.
As you approach the roundabout, slow down, assess the situation, and look for pedestrians. Always stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. Look to your left, yield to vehicles in the roundabout. They have the right of way. Before pulling out, check the flow of traffic. Know what is ahead of you to avoid a rear-end collision. Although the next 2 years of construction will be difficult and challenging, the project will address aging infrastructure and improve safety and mobility along the corridor for all users. The City of Rochester and Olmsted County thank you for your patience during this construction effort to help make Rochester a better place to live.